So throughout the course of NBA history, there have been many players that have been selected within the top 5 or the top 10 and never live up to the expectations set by the organization that they were selected by or the fan base. And in this little series that I'm starting here in the offseason, I decided to discuss some of the recent examples of some of these players that were selected in the top 5, top 10. And basically, I just want to go and have a little breakdown of their career as to maybe what went wrong and maybe the ups and downs throughout their journey. And in the end of these videos, you can go down into the comments and give your thoughts and opinions on maybe what you guys think went wrong in these guys' careers. So let's start with the biggest example, or the main example here in this video, and that is in the 2015 NBA draft. Mario Hezonja was seen as a projected top 10 pick, and eventually as the year went on, he started to become a projected top 5 pick, and he was. He was selected by the Orlando Magic 5th overall, being in the same draft class as Karl-Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, and Kristaps Porzingis. Hezonja was also selected over guys like Devin Booker and Miles Turner. And just like that, he was thrown to the Wolves and was the backup small forward for the Magic that season. And during his rookie year at 20 years old, he had some impressive flashes, showing his athleticism and showing that there was in fact some potential for him to grow as a player and become a valuable piece for the Magic organization for the future. So heading into his second year, the organization and the fan base kind of had some sort of expectations for Hezonja, deservingly so, and once again he came off the bench, and in 65 games played, he had a decrease in stat productivity, going from 6 points per game in his rookie year to 5 points per game in his second season. He also had a minutes decrease in his second year as well. Mind you, there was a coaching change from his rookie year to his second year, as the Magic went and fired Scott Skiles, who was his coach in his rookie season, and hired Frank Vogel for the 2017 season. Hezonja was starting to seem like a player that wasn't going to live up to that 5th pick selection, and the sad part for Hezonja was in the following season, which was his third year, things didn't really get too much better. He did have more ups in this season than downs. He did have a better year, nearly averaging 10 points per game while coming off the bench for majority of the year, and he did start a career-high 30 games that season as well. And a positive was, at least for him going into free agency, he was guaranteed to get another contract from either Orlando or another team. But going into year 3, you would expect some sort of a boost in productivity from a guy that you selected 5th overall, and you just didn't really get that. You got flashes of it once again, but it was never really what they would like. And the Magic decided, you know what, it wasn't really worth keeping him. In off-season that year, they decided not to pick up his option on his contract, so he instead went and signed with the New York Knicks in the 2018 offseason on a 1-year, $6.5 million deal on what was basically a prove-it contract. And for Hezonja, playing in New York wasn't so bad for him, as he played his role well. He had 2 of his highest scoring games in his career for the Knicks, scoring 30 points versus the Wizards and 29 points versus his former team, the Orlando Magic. He also had some pretty cool moments as well. For example, his block on LeBron in a rare Knicks win that season, or his dunk on Giannis as well. So with what he showed during his 1 year in New York, another team decided to take a flyer on him in the 2019 offseason as he signed with the Portland Trail Blazers, and unfortunately for him, it was obvious. His role in the NBA was never going to be an NBA star as many had hoped when he was selected in the NBA draft and was coming into the league, as he was once again a bench player for the Blazers, and his minutes and production went down even more, nearly hitting rock bottom, which then led him to opting out to go back and play in the Euroleague in the following offseason. And what was once seen as a player that could one day be a potential star had ended up being a 2015 NBA draft bust. But maybe one day he will sign with another NBA team, as he has proven, even though he's not a star, that he can be a solid role player in the right situation. So maybe he can get that chance, but this is just another example of a guy that was selected in the top 5 and was expected to be somebody that could help turn a franchise around, but just could never live up to those expectations from the fan base and from that organization. Anyways, that's gonna do it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys want more content similar to this video, and I'll decide whether or not to continue. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, link will be down in the description. This has been a checkup where we talk hoops and hoops only, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.